ladies and gentlemen. Another day out here in the shop, and I got this tool yesterday from a good friend in Hawaii by the name of Mikey on the Hobby Machinist. Just a great guy, and he expertly ground a tool that I'm hoping to use to take some pretty deep cuts in this here aluminum block. Saw A-Bomb 79 taking some pretty heavy passes on his big industrial shaper. Well, I'm gonna clap back, so to speak, here with this little 7-inch shaper, and I got a piece of aluminum here that I'm going to attempt to take some fairly deep cuts with, and hopefully I won't wreck my machine doing it, but nonetheless, we're going to try this tool. Just very, very neat. There are more angles on this than you could shake a stick at, and they're all very nicely ground. If you guys ever get to getting around to the Hobby Machinist site, there will be a full write-up on this, and I'm not even doing this justice right now, but this is just a beautiful tool. I will spare you guys the setup and all that good stuff, but in the next clip, you guys will see this tool in action. Well, we're back at the shenanigans here. We have a 35 millimeter block of aluminum here, 1 3/8, and the tool is mounted here. Put a little bit of red on the tool to indicate about the approximate depth of cut here. We're talking almost pretty close, between 3/16 and 1/4 of an inch. I didn't put a dial indicator on it, but it really doesn't matter because this is a super deep cut. I did put the speed down to the lowest setting that this machine can go, and if this video is painfully slow, I'm very sorry, but this is an experiment. And this is the tool that Mikey ground, and we're going to throw it into action right now. I didn't really do anything special. There's no kerosene or anything like that. I'm letting the shaper pretty much run its course. Get some safety glasses. Chips start flying here. And we're about to contact here in just a second. I don't have a very big step over on it, but I want to play with basically how deep this thing can cut. And oh, well, we came up against a little bit of an issue there. Maybe it needs a little bit more speed to get it going. I'm not exactly sure, but the first time we tried to go deep here, it bit in, and maybe my step over is a little bit thicker than I thought it was, but it did shave off a very nice chunk there. May have to mess with the speed on this. We will investigate the speed change here. Takes a couple of minutes to change, and I don't want to bore you with the speed change on this, but we'll have take 2 here in just about 30 seconds, so stand by. Alright guys, we're back at it here. I turned the feed way down on this thing, and I increased the speed. I put it back to where I was running everything, and this lead screw is ever so slowly creeping over this way, and we're going to see how this works. Same depth. I don't know if this is a do or die, but we'll see how it works. The faster speed helped out immensely. I'm sure the slower, smaller feed probably helped out a lot too. But as you can see, this thing is working like an absolute champion. This work is just absolutely beautiful. These are paper thin, but as you can see, a little bit bigger than paper thin. I'll take a mic out and measure it here in a second, but we're performing beautifully. Way better than I could have dreamed possible. I've been messing with tool designs and stuff with rounded tools, but this shape tool that Mikey brewed up here is just kicking ass. I just don't know how else to say it. The finish is absolutely beautiful that it's leaving behind, even though it's hogging off just very, very fat chunks of aluminum here. I'm sitting here kind of drooling on myself. Okay, now I'm kind of just in awe, and I'm going to let this run. I mean, this is just amazing to me. This little shaper is peeling off. I mean, well, here, let's stop this thing. This has really got my interest piqued here. I mean, look at the chip. Jeez. Alrighty. All I got is a cheap Easium thing here, and it's probably not very accurate. But I'm going to switch it back over here just for giggles. I got an 1/8 of an inch, 0.1275 is what this thing's reading, and I don't know if I'd trust it or not. Let's see. Yeah, got it again, so got to think that that's 1/8 inch deep. Let's measure the chip here. Kind of reading it funny here, but yeah, 130, so it's a little bit wider. Must expand a little bit, I guess, as it jumps out. Let's actually see how thick it is. We are at 9 thousandths, call it 10 thousandths, 0.0095. I got a 10 on that one. And this is a Chinesium dial indicator. Express no accuracy, but all I know is at 1/8 of an inch, this thing is peeling it off like nobody's business. Effortless. Mikey ground this tool so razor sharp. He mentioned in correspondence that he got himself while he was honing this, and I didn't want the guy to give blood for this endeavor, but man, thank you for your sacrifice. Okay, we just adjusted the depth, and here we go. What this is going to kind of do, it's going to kind of ramp up to the deep cut, and we'll see how this next series of cuts will probably be very nice and very easy for the machine to do. It's when we start getting into the deeper stuff that, oh, dummy. I'm worried about blabbing and forgot to turn on the auto feed. Sorry about that. Okay, we're about to hit the workpiece here. Contact. always good to hear the clapper box clap. Like I said, these cuts here are no stress really for the machines, just hogging those. Probably a little bit better than 3:30 seconds maybe. I don't know. Chinesium may say differently, but we'll find out here in a minute. A few more strokes here, we'll be touching the real deep stuff. See how this machine handles it. Finish is very nice. Here it comes. And these are the deep cuts. Handling it like a champion. Wish I could catch one of these. There it is. Whoa. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That is some hogging off. This is an Ammco 7-inch shaper. No, this is not one of the big boys, guys. This is an Ammco. I don't know how much more abuse I want to put this poor thing through. It's already, showing this, but man, I gotta see if I could go just a fraction deeper for all this work. Build up. Okay guys, let's see what the Chinesium says. Chinesium says 0.214. So we're probably somewhere around 200 thousandths cut here. Let's see. Okay, gentlemen. One thing that kind of sucks about this piece of aluminum is that we're gonna run into a hole. It's a piece of scrap, and there are two looks like 4mm threaded holes that run through this thing, kind of this direction. I may decide to flip this block and choose not to interfere with those holes, just to keep the experiment pure here. And the only thing that I will change is the depth of cut, and we'll see if this will start up on a deep cut. I have every confidence that if I keep my step the way that it is, and we keep our speed the way that it is, that we could start up with possibly a greater than a 1/4 inch. Not the most accurate, yeah.